side.
And as soon as Gardner's decision came down, reaction from state and local leaders quickly poured in. 5 on your side's Brent Solomon joins us now with that part of our team coverage. Brent?
Mike, today Governor Mike Parson announced he will soon appoint someone to replace Kim Gardner to head the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's office. He said his office will approach that duty with, quote, utmost seriousness.
The man who led the fight to get Kim Gardner out of office chimed in immediately Thursday. Attorney General Andrew Bailey saying there is absolutely no reason for the circuit attorney to remain in office until June 1st. We remain undeterred with our legal quest to forcibly remove her from office. Every day she remains puts the city of St. Louis in more danger, he says. How many victims will there be between now and June 1st? How many defendants will have their constitutional rights violated? How many cases, he asks, will continue to go unprosecuted? St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones saying this: no one wanted to see the circuit attorney's office fail, and my administration has reached out consistently to the office to offer assistance. We are hopeful that the governor will work with local leaders to appoint a successor who reflects the values of communities across St. Louis. U.S. Representative Cori Bush also weighing in, saying, quote, during her tenure as the first black woman to serve in this role, Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner too often faced unfair and unprecedented attacks rooted in misogyny and racism. What's especially troubling is that these attacks are not anomalies. They mimic a larger pattern of far-right efforts nationwide to undercut and undermine the leadership of black elected officials, end quote.
St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell told us the circuit attorney's office is vital to help our region thrive. He says he's ready to assist the city in any way he can. The governor says he is committed to find a candidate who represents the community and who can help restore faith in the city's criminal justice system.
Tonight, local elected officials are weighing in, saying this whole process has affected the public's view of the justice system. And they tell our Laura Barczewski it will be a long road to turn the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's office around. Laura.
And Alderman Joe Vollmer and State Representative Peter Meredith say it's going to take everyone coming together to move the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's office forward, and that could take years.
St. Louis 5th Ward Alderman Joe Vollmer says he believes Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner's resignation is the best outcome for everyone.
I would hate to have had the Attorney General remove her. That would have been a stain on our city and down a long set of precedent that we could never get above. So I'm glad that she finally saw that.
He says he saw firsthand how the sharp decline in Gardner's office negatively affected St. Louisans.
It's been one of the biggest downward spirals I've seen. We're a pariah to the rest of the nation right now, and her office unfortunately was the leading part of that.
St. Louis State Representative Peter Meredith says he hopes a new circuit attorney and a whole new staff will stop measures trying to put the prosecutor's office in the hands of the state.
In the short term, it will be the governor appointing a replacement. That's my understanding, and that's really what they were pushing for. But what this prevents is a situation where it stays under state control. You know, we'll have another election, and the people of St. Louis can decide who our next prosecutor is. And that's how the system is supposed to work.
Do you think the city can truly move forward and, come back from this?
I do think so. St. Louis is strong. And I think that we can move on from this and try and figure out how to rebuild and make ourselves stronger. I think there's some good things that Kim Gardner's office did that we can build on. And there are some problems we can probably learn from. And my hope is whoever goes in there next and whoever runs for that office next really takes those lessons to heart in both directions.
Now, both of them say that pending any other legislation, St. Louisans will be able to vote for the next St. Louis prosecutor in 2024. Reporting live from St. Louis, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
Kim Gardner supporters have remained steadfast and have stood by her for months now.
Robert Townsend continues our live team coverage with their reaction to Gardner's decision to step down. Robert.
Mike and I talked to two staunch Kim Gardner supporters. Neither was ready for what happened today. Right after embattled St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner made her big announcement, her supporters we talked to said the news was a big surprise to them.
I am disheartened.
I guess she's tired.
Celestine Dotson is the president of the Mound City Bar Association. The Reverend Charles Norris is the president of the St. Louis Clergy Coalition. Both say they did not expect Gardner to resign Thursday afternoon.
I guess my reaction is what she thinks is best for the city, I'm willing to accept.
After I broke the news to Dotson, she uttered a huge gasp.
She had supporters, and she had a lot of supporters, but she also had a lot of people in powerful positions who were relentless about having her removed and challenging her at every turn.
Despite Attorney General Andrew Bailey's push to remove Gardner, her attorneys not showing up for felony court cases, and dozens of relatives of crime victims criticizing Gardner, her supporters have remained loyal to the end.
She did something that had not been done before in terms of being the first black woman to be in that office, but also to take the bold step to speak to some of the injustices. And I will continue to support and encourage her to keep the faith.
Now, Dotson tells me when she and Gardner had lunch just last Friday, Gardner didn't give her any sign that she would resign today. Live downtown, Robert Towns at 5 on your side.
And our coverage of Kim Gardner's resignation continues now on KSDK.com and on the 5 on Your Side app. There you can read more reaction from local leaders, supporters, and our legal analysts.